if there isn't. Get comfy. And okay. Okay, let me see. I never really figured out if having the robes on strengthens my spells. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't know how well you can hear when you've got those muffs on.
I got the muffs. The muffs?
Muffs. Muffs. Okay. Oh, what's that? Oh, I thought it was a... Oh, it's just glint of light. I thought it was a summoner sign.
I think I pressed the right button.
What'd you press?
I'm trying to press the volume down button once.
Oh. Just as long as you don't press the mic button, because then there'd be a lot of feedback.
I don't think I did.
Let's see here. Okay. Well, let's see. All right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and get started. So this is my mage, my new mage. I made a new one. She's a warrior thief mage thing. Let's see. And we are going to move on to the second area of this thing, of this game. The last time I streamed, I completed the first area of the game with a warrior, the knight I was using.
Look at all those blood puddles.
People just couldn't take it. They beat that first boss and said, fuck it, I can't take this anymore.
Said, wee!
Or maybe they just wanted to get a real close look at that beautiful view. It is gorgeous. Look at those mountains. I love it. Anyways, we're going to raise a banner.
And then soon we're going to be getting into trouble.
If you saw my last stream, then we got the banner from talking to the lady up at the top of the stairs in the castle. She gives you this, and you need it to move forward.
I was so scared when these things came up at first.
Yeah, you fight the boss, and then these guys come out. And
I was like, oh god, they're friendly.
Oh no!
Leave me alone! No, 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 no! Oh shit! Oh no!
And you think you're in for a bad time. But no, it just turns out they're like the weird taxi cab service of Dark Souls, so... But go figure that the taxi cab service of Dark Souls would be freaky demon Hellspawn.
They're the creepy Uber service.
Your Uber shows up looking like that. Hey, you want a ride? Yeah, hell sucks. I have a crappy apartment.
I guess you couldn't write a bad review on them. I mean, they didn't do anything to you.
No, they didn't. Although that one had a trident, and I don't know what that was for. Like maybe if maybe that's like a sidearm, unless in case they pick up a passenger that's irate.
Whack the drunk on the head. we watch this long enough, those dogs are going to come attack us.
Oh, I know. That's what I'm...
It's fun.
Quick trick.
Watch.
This is like terrible. There's a bunch of zombies that I did, and some guy in there just lets dogs out, and they maul dudes. Oh no! We're dying!
It's like I mean, they're all undead, so it's like a weird genocide.
It's pretty yeah, that is kind of a good point. I mean, they're dogs. Dogs maul humans all the time. Dogs maul people all the time.
Yeah, but this is like undead versus undead, which I don't get how one can die when you're already dead, but you know.
Dark Soul rules.
Dark Souls.
Okay.
Bad puppies.
Oh gosh.
I was like, seriously, don't let this kill you. Come on now.
So you'll see I'm, for this particular character, I'm rocking the rapier because you don't need much in the way of stats to use it. It's almost as if they made it specifically for the mage because the sorcerer starts out at 12 dexterity and 7 strength, and that is exactly the stats that you need to be able to use the rapier. I think that was intentional. I think that was the way they set it up so that you would sort of have a good striking weapon, because the mail breaker that you start with on the sorcerer is pure crap. It's a good. It might be good as an offhand weapon because its stance can break defenses, but as a primary weapon, it's pretty garbage up until you get this.
Then you get the Ooga Boogas that are.
And there's these guys hanging
nice
out over
pieces.
here. I guess this is a good opportunity to test out my spells. So if you look at the top of my equipment setup there, there's I have a shield, and then I have a staff in my offhand. The game starts you out with the staff in the main hand, but I find that it's better to be able to switch between defense and spells, so that you have a sword. You always have a sword out in one hand, and then you have your magic or your defense in the other. You start out with Soul Arrow and Heavy Soul Arrow, and they're both magic missile attacks. It's just that Soul Arrow is like sort of a standard. It's somewhat fast. And then Heavy Soul Arrow is like it takes a lot longer. It takes about twice the time to cast, but it also does double the damage. And I'll show you the difference here if I can pop this puppy with it. Oh. Collision detection. Awful.
Sometimes the aiming with this
So
stuff
that
is
was
really terrible.
so that was the normal Soul Arrow at 85 damage. Not too bad, not too shabby, but not too great either. And now I'll show you what happens when I cast the big one. If I can get it off, because these guys are kind of quick. Damn it, I hate this camera lock. Okay, here we go. Oh, he might not let me cast it. See how long it takes a longer time to cast, but that was 181 damage, about 100 more than than what we got out of the regular Soul Arrow. And in this first area, you walk down the steps, you come down this way. We're actually supposed to head towards that gate that all those dogs came out of, but one of the most important things, and absolutely paramount for a sorcerer, is to come over this way. And these are corpses. They're hermits with big rocks on their backs.
Please, grant me death. Undo my shackles.
Oh. So old turtle hermits hanging out over here.
They remind me of the mystics from the Dark Crystal.
Oh. Oh, then it's true.
It is true.
Champion of Ash, as I live and breathe. To be in your presence is a great honor. I am Mjol of Londor, a pilgrim, as you can see, only somehow I failed to die as was ordained. Well, perhaps my calling lies elsewhere. Say, Champion of Ash, how does the idea of taking me into your service strike you? I was once a sorcerer. Surely I can be of use.
Is that slight slur that some people have when they say idea? Like, I don't know. I guess that would be somewhere in British dialect, but of course I'm not accepting that guy.
I am honored, truly.
It's my
I
idea.
should be dead. Yet you have granted me purpose anew. I, Yol of Londor, do solemnly swear myself to you.
He was going to be dead, and now he's going to be not dead, and that's okay. And get some homeward bones over there.
Homeward bound, homeward bones.
I think that's the joke, actually.
Waka waka waka.
Maybe, they are Japanese, so there's a possibility that they don't know what home... I don't know. I think that might be insensitive to say. But, I wonder if they were making a reference to an obscure, 90s movie when they named the homeward bone.
And I'm old enough to know it.
And we move into this area, which is these guys. I'm just gonna stab this guy in the back right there. These guys aren't hard to kill. They're like crazy villagers. And you get your second bonfire real early here, which is... When I played through the first area, I couldn't find the bonfire, and
yeah, you were done.
I thought I had to go ahead and go from all the way from the first bonfire to the boss, which is about an hour-long journey. And I was real pissed off about it. So when I got to this area and I found out this bonfire right here, I was like, this is already about 200 times as many bonfires as the other area. I was pretty pissed off at this game when I first started playing. But
and I was the one who found the bonfires for you by reading through stuff.
And it turns out I'm a dummy.
Yeah.
But whatever. We're gonna go ahead and cash in on certain something. If you found the thief, he hangs out here.
Oh, hello.
He's the one who he's the one who sold me my the armor that I'm currently wearing. He doesn't have a lot of cool items, but he has a few. He has the bastard sword, which would be great for a higher strength, like a knight. That would be good for a high strength knight. He also has he has this armor that I'm using right now, and the hood, and a couple other things. A blood red moss clump. Reduces bleeding. I'll probably need that later, but not right now.
Yeah, because doesn't something cause bleeding damage in this undead settlement?
I can't remember. In any case, we'll get to her. But here's the mage that we just rescued. He hangs out over here.
Oh, our champion of Ash, welcome home. This pilgrim, with a debt in death, hardly deserves to behold this divine flame.
You're right.
Jeez, man, you don't have to suck my dick. You can just...
Had you not taken me into your service.
You are my slave.
I thank you dearly for this, and assure you of my leal service.
Leal. So, this guy offers you spells. And, there's reinforced left shield with magic, which would be great if I was using my my staff in my right hand, but I'm not. But the more important one here is the magic weapon. Magic weapon is a great spell. It is awesome, and I'll show you it later. But this guy is actually useful for everyone because of this. Draw out true strength.
Then shall we begin?
Draw out true strength is a free level up. He does it one time for everybody, but he allows you to level up yourself without using any souls, and that is fan-freaking-tastic, especially when and it doesn't change the amount of souls that you need to level up to the next one, I don't think. So, spending one without using souls is an absolute boon, because later in the game, it costs, every time you level up, it increases the amount of souls that it takes to level up the next time. And later in the game, it absolutely